This is what happens when I try and be smart. It goes drastically wrong. How can other people just do things and no bother, and I'm like the dafty here? I'll need to figure how to do that. There's a way to have your chat subscribers only, so I thought maybe clicking that would stop trolling, but obviously I've stopped everybody. I've stopped it. There, age of yes, man. Thought I had lost you. I thought I'd lost you. Goldust, good morning, Sky. I'll give you another. Right, where's my Raffy girl? Where's my Raffy girl? Because I've got some singing to do. Raffy girl, it's your birthday today. Raffy girl, I'm going to give you a special birthday song. It's fixed now. Michelle. Sorry, guys. I was trying to be smart arse doing something. I shouldn't do it. Oh, Goldust, we'll get to you in a minute. But first, it's Raffy Girl's birthday, so I'm going to sing to her. Right, Marilyn Monroe. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh, what is it doing? Hold on a minute. It was a meter reading. I was getting my gas and electricity meter read. Right, where was I? Where? So I'll start again. Wait, just what am I sitting on? Do you know what I'm sitting on? My good camera. Right, let me start again. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Raffy girl. Happy birthday to you. And I'll give you a boop boop be doop boo. Happy, I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Jimmy Esmar was like, that's it, we're finished. I've gave her enough chances. I've gave her enough chances. Who's coming? Celia, good morning, Celia. Good morning. My Heather and Marshall, I'm dead excited to see your new additions to the family. Oh, Shona, I hope you're okay. 2 a.m. I hope you got on okay at the hospital. I hope you got on okay. Yes, Marilyn's alive, very much alive in me. So I'm doing my nails. See, I don't know if you can see, but they're all jaggy, so let's do them. Guess where I'm going today? The antenatal. I'm going to the antenatal today, so and I'm going to say to the midwife, look, take my daughter in and get this child out her immediately. Immediate child removal, if you don't mind, please, midwife. That's what I'm going. Oh, here, let me talk about it. Rafika, did you hear the jets last night? The jet fighters last night? Do you know what, guys? I think they were chasing UFOs. In my opinion, I think they were chasing UFOs. Right, it was... I'll set the scene for you, right? I'll set the scene for you. Sparkling! Good morning, good morning. Right, I'll set the scene. It was last night at 5:30. It was all dark and the world was all still and quiet outside. The dogs were napping. I was just about getting my pyjamas on. Everything was calm in the world. And then the next thing... and it lasted for about a minute. And it was so loud that I was like, what the hell? The dogs were going crazy. They were running about. Everybody was like, what the hell's that? So me and Peter ran outside. There was people all standing like that, looking up into the sky. And then another one comes like that, another jet lag. Right close to us, right close to... Now that never happens. I mean, up the north of Scotland, they're always testing the jet fighters and stuff like that. But not at 5:30 at night over a city. Oh, Jenny, good morning. Yep. Oh, what a shame. Meatloaf. Oh, rest in peace. What a wonderful man he was. What a great voice he had. Yes. Yes, Goldust, you can be my PR, right? If anybody wants me a gig or anything like that, if they want a gig done, me and Marilyn, then... Raffy girl, I thought a plane was coming down. It was so loud. I thought a plane was coming out of the sky. So here, we done a wee bit of investigation last night before it's even... Listen, it's plastered all over our newspaper, the Daily Record. It's all over it. But they were heading to use my sky. That's what they were doing. Oh, Meatloaf passed away. 74 he was, Shona. Did I say good morning to you? See if I didn't. Good morning, Shona. Good morning. And it's terrible. And do you know, I always remember him in Rocky Horror. He was Eddie. He played Eddie in Rocky Horror. I loved that he played Eddie in Rocky. The man had a good sense of humour, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, listen, last night, we were all like, what the hell's going on? Why is there jets flying over, you know, cities at night time in the dark, blah, blah, blah. So we've done a bit of investigation, and you can go into some kind of app and you can see what's happening in the airspace. There was 2 US jets in the airspace. There was 2 of our jets in the airspace, and then there was other jets. A total of 7 jets were up there. My brother had went out when one came over and then another one came over, and he said it looked as if they were chasing something. Now, did I not dream about aliens the other night? Did I not dream about aliens the other night? I did. That's what's been going on over Scotland. They're looking for me, these... That's what they've got, good eye poking. I'll keep one of these nails nice and sharp. Yeah, Shona. He was great on stage, wasn't he? He was a good showman, you know. And he had a very unique voice. You know, you can tell his voice a mile away. But I don't know how he died or anything like that. But his wife was with him at the end, and his children got to see him and stuff like that before he passed. But see, as you get older, it's just it's more as people. It's more and more people that like famous people that you've grew up with, you're like, oh God, I can't, like Betty White, I couldn't get out of that. Although the woman was nearly 100, that impacted me because I loved her. I loved everybody in the Golden Girls because that was my show. I loved that show. So there you are. So in the papers today, right, it's got, now, look, what's happening with my hair? Look at it. It had, they were doing a training exercise. No, I don't think they were. I don't think the jet fighters were doing a training exercise last night. There's my Mandy. Today's the day, and I'm going to tell them. I'm going to say, we're not getting out of this room until you get the child out of my daughter. We're not leaving until you do it. Mandy, there's going to be words. It's going to be words today. I'm going to have to intervene. I know you're so. This is. I'm going to be telling the midwife. My daughter's sore. For God's sake, we've had enough. Come on now. When are we going into hospital? Mandy, did you hear the jets last night? Phew, like that. My God, me and Peter were out in the street. The street was out. Oh, my poor baby. See, this is it. My daughter's had enough now. This child needs to come out. Yeah, see, I'm thinking about him as Eddie out of Rocky Horror. I love that show. Imagine that. Today could be the day I'm going to be a granny, Amanda. Amanda's today going to be the day? Is it going to... Are we nearly there yet? Amanda, are we nearly there yet? Are we nearly there yet, Amanda? Amanda, are we nearly there? Every day I'm like, maybe today, because see, when I wake up in the morning now, I'm looking at his wee space shuttle, I'm like, God, it's going to be a while before he's in it, but see, when he's in it, he's going to be whizzing about the place. Whizzing, it's going to be... Granny's little astronaut, that's what it's going to be. But listen, Amanda, the jet... Look, Uncle Jimmy said he went out and it looked as if they were chasing something. Now remember, not that long ago, there was pictures of UFOs over Glasgow. Like, lots of them. Just, this is it. They're all over the place, but nobody's ever talking about them. It's just like, oh, there's the UFOs visiting again. Last night they were my neck of the woods. You could hear them. People all over Facebook were like, my God, what's going on? And it's all over the Daily Record today. Amanda, see if you've got a Daily Record, you'll see them. Phew, like that. Amanda, they're coming for me, but that I'm sharpening my nails because see if I've got to do some severe eye poking, I'll be doing it. I hope that they can read my mind, because my mind's not a happy thing, like welcome to Earth. No, mine is boot them out, go back to your own world. That's what I'd be doing, booting them out. Get out, aliens. Not today. Not on my watch. Here, I feel a bit like Top Gun. I would love to be in one of the jet fighters. Can you imagine that? Oh, God, I would love... Oh, listen to that. Even just the pilots. Tom Cruise and that. Oh, my God. That's a good film to watch. I've not seen that in a while. I might watch it, actually. I'm in the mood now. Oh, Shona. See, this is it. All the wee babies. I always feel dead sorry for them. I do, because they've been in a nice warm cosy place, you know, and then they're kind of dragged out into the big world. But they've got to get dragged out. Come on now, it's time. I'm going to be having words today, Amanda. Amanda, I pure vented yesterday, by the way. I vented. I was at the doctor's yesterday. I got blood taken. Look, see my wee blood. Look, I got blood taken. I was dead brave. So I was at the doctor's yesterday. Well, it was a nurse. It was a nurse for a check over. So see, when I went in, I grassed on that terrible doctor. I pure grassed on him. I told her, you know, that he took me off my blood pressure tablets without a word. He stopped giving me my paracetamol without a word. When I had went in before to tell him I almost died, he was like, don't say any more, don't. I pure grassed him up. I told the nurse, I said, and then I had to say to the nurse, sorry for venting. I says, but I just felt as if I had to do that there. See, going to this therapist, I tell you, I don't know what's happening. I'm starting to get a wee pair of balls. I'm starting to kind of talk up for myself now. Here, that's not right, you. Yes. I know, I'm dead excited. I'm dead excited. Excited. Do you know what? My brother was in the other day and I was showing him the space shuttle, and I also showed him like the NASA t-shirts and stuff like that, and he was going, sister. I was like, yes, well, it's going to be great. We're going. In fact, I gave Amanda's partner a NASA jacket, so it needs to be me sitting with a NASA jacket, Amanda's partner sitting with a NASA jacket, the baby sitting with his NASA gear in his shuttle, and we'll be watching Apollo 13. Oh, Amanda, next week seems awful far away, to be honest. Next week seems a bit far away. See, like next Friday, that's still a bit far away. I'm thinking more like get you in on Monday. Like I want you in on Monday. I think your pelvic floor's going. I'm going to be saying, I think our pelvic floor's going, nurse. I'm concerned about my daughter now. It's got to the stage that I'm actually concerned. Do I need to go to the newspapers? That's my go-to thing. I like to do that. I'll go to the newspapers. I'll go to the news. Midwife keeps keeps pregnant mother till 42 weeks. That's newspaper worthy. That. Oh no, Amanda, better not say that. I better not even jinx it. I better not even jinx. But yeah, we're all like waiting. Every time Amanda sends me a text or anything, I'm like, oh, I see Amanda coming up on my phone. I'm like, oh, maybe. Nah, nothing. And even the women up the swimming are like, any new. In fact, I was in the shower. I was showering myself, and one of the wee women came in yesterday, and she was going to a spin class. Right, they do spin classes and stuff like that. I'm in the shower, wash myself, and she went, "Is that you in there, Linda?" I said, "Aye, it's me." Any news yet? I was like, no news yet. No news. Still nothing. I says, we're trying everything, but we're just trying everything now. Every day they're like, anything? No, nothing yet. I'm sure everything's going to go fine. Sure it's all going to go. It's all going to go lovely. My God, this nail's annoying. Oh, as I said, I've got my hair conditioner. I've got a hair conditioner coming today from Revolution, and it is peach and rose. I've got 2 bottles of the rose conditioner and 2 bottles of the peach conditioner, so I might be peachy tomorrow. He's having a great time in there, Amanda. You've made the house too nice for him. He's loving it in there. He's loving it in there, so he doesn't want to come out, but he's got to come out. Granny's waiting. Come on. Do you know, it's actually, it feels like Christmas, kind of. Do you know what I mean? Only better. Mandy, so this is peach. This is just, as I say, it's just conditioner. And it smells really, really lovely. That's what's on my hair now. It's just conditioner. So you just put it on your hair, your dry hair. You just put it on your dry hair and leave it for a wee while. Golfer girl, good morning. Golfer girl, wait till I tell you about the Jets. I was dead excited, actually. I was a wee bit excited. It was a bit of... Listen, but a lot of people were frightened. See the wee newspaper clip that I put on my Facebook? A lot of people were frightened because we don't usually get that over the city. You know, you don't usually get fighter jets over the city. And it wasn't just US fighters. There was 7 of them in total, golfer girl, 7. There was 2 US ones, there was 2 British ones, and I can't remember who the other ones belonged to, but I don't know. Maybe La France, Sky, I don't know. But there was more. And my brother had been out, right? I mean, we all went out because the noise lasted for a good minute, right? And a minute's a long time when there's a noise like that. We were all looking up. My brother said he went out and looked up, and it looked as if they were chasing something. I'm telling you, the ETs they're becoming brazen. That's what they're becoming. Mind they used to hide and stuff like that. ET, they used to hide behind clouds. Not now. They're just flying about like this is us. When's the government going to come out and tell us about it? And do you know what happened? There'll be no toilet roll left in the shops because people will go crazy and start panic buying stuff. Oh no, there's ET. We need to have a clean ass. You know there's going to be no toilet roll as soon as they. People will be shiting themselves. That's why, including myself. Might have to stock up in the toilet roll myself. Actually, now I think about it. So did Sophie Goldust. So did Sophie. Sophie, we were expecting Sophie to come out with blonde hair because her dad's got blonde hair. Do you know what I mean? And we just thought that she would come out with blonde hair. She came out with jet black hair. So she did. So then when I was pregnant with Amanda, I thought, right, it's a girl. I knew it was a girl. And I thought she's going to come out the double of Sophie, isn't she? No, she came out with blonde hair, pure blonde hair. So when I was pregnant with Peter, I was like, who knows? Who knows what this child's going to be? But he was blonde as well. But they say if you've had a lot of heartburn, the child's got a lot of hair. So I think he might have a lot of hair. Edge face man, I'm saying stock up the now. I've got a feeling because I was dreaming about aliens and then all this jet fighter thing over the house and chasing things in the sky. Come on now, that's not a training exercise. That's not a training exercise. I'm not daft. Raffy girl, see my old house, we used to have, I mean Amanda's here in the chat, see if I'm talking rubbish she'll tell you. We used to have bouts of strange activities happening in that house. I'm sure it was haunted with more than one spirit. I'm sure there was a couple of spirits in that house. One of them I'm sure was a child because it used to do kind of mischievous things like hide things from you and stuff like that, you know, and you'd be hunting, you couldn't find the thing. And then all of a sudden you'd walk into the living room and it'd be right there on the floor where you'd hoovered a million times. Right, there was just things like that. I used to hide stuff for you. And then there was another one that I seen and Amanda seen. I was reading Peter a story one night in bed, right, and the toilet was there, and I'm sitting reading Peter a bedtime story, and out the corner of my eye, I just seen it going by, and it was tall. It was like 6 foot something, right? But all I could see was the outline of the kind of head and body, like that, and it just walked into the bathroom, and I caught it like that, and you know I was like, who the hell was that went into the toilet? And I says to Peter, be back in a wee minute, darling. I put the book down, and nobody was there. Disappeared, right? But Amanda woke up one night and it was at the bottom of her bed. She explained the exact same thing that I saw as well. And we had a cupboard up the stair, right? Now this is weird. We had a cupboard up the stair, and every time like we were messing about in the cupboard, like getting a gas check or something like that, because the boiler was in that cupboard. If you messed about in that cupboard, all of a sudden activity would happen as if the spirit didn't like keeping in there. Every time we were in there taking things out and putting stuff back in, things would start happening again in the house. One night I was lying in my bed and I could hear it running up. This was the child one, I'm sure, running up and down the stairs. And the dog, Big Harvey, he was on the bed at the time, so it wasn't him. It wasn't the girls. The girls were in their bed. Peter wasn't born yet. And you could hear it running up and down the stairs. Amanda or Sophie shouts in, Mum, can you hear that? And I was going, yes, I wish it would just be quiet. Because I was in the middle of sleep. We kind of get used to the ghosts. And see some of my old videos, if you watch them, you can see orbs and stuff like that flying about. It was crazy. Is Amanda away? Is she away? Is she away? Yeah, she'll be away to get ready. She'll be away to get ready for shower and stuff like that. Oh, I can't wait though. But as I say, we've got this midwife, so I'm going to be like concerned as concerned mother now. I'm actually concerned. It's time, actually. For art, good morning for art. I had a wee bit of entertainment last night with jet fighters flying over my house. Ooh, I'd love to. Would any use like to go on a jet fighter? I'm talking like Top Gun stuff. I think that would be so exciting. I'd need to have a wee sick bag because I might be sick. But I would love to do that up in a jet fighter. Zoom like that, flying across, doing turnies and stuff like that. Yeah, golf girls. See, we're not. I mean, see up the north of Scotland, you get them. The train up there, and they come swooping down. And there was a loch that my mum had a caravan on, and it was called St Catherine's, and it's right up at Inverary, and there's like the big hills and all that, right? So the jet fighters used to come down and go right along the waterline, like that, and then disappear. But that would be in daytime, you know what I mean? And it would be like there was no very many people there. It wasn't like over the city. But these two last night were right over the city. And they were in like East Kilbride. They were all over the place, these jets, last night. Like that. But we were all out in the street. It was like Independence Day. We were all out looking up at the sky. Of course, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking it's them, isn't it? It's them. It's the aliens. And then my brother's saying he thinks they were chasing something. So I don't know. But there is some people allegedly saying that it could be something to do with the Russians, because they have been known to come into our airspace a few times and been told to get back out. Not that I've got anything against Russia or anybody that stays in Russia. I'm just saying sometimes they like to be naughty and do that, come into our airspace. So it could be that. It could be that that's going on. I don't know. Yeah, but golf girl, not over the city. This is the first time they've ever been like right over Glasgow. You know, see if they're doing training, they always kind of train up north, because there's a base up there. There's a base up there called Faslane or something like that. That's where the nuclear weapons are kept and stuff. So that's where they usually train further up north. Because you see them all the time. See if you go like the West Highland Way and stuff like that, you'll see all the jet fighters. See, I think something went down. Something definitely went down. For 7 of them to be flying about is a bit weird, right? And 2 of the USA and 2 British ones, and I can't remember, France or something, were the other ones that were flying about. So there's something went down last night, and they're saying it's training exercise. Now I'm like, I don't think so. I think it was either aliens or Russians. Sorry, MD, that's for Russia. That's what it was. It was, we know what it's like. But we have had that in the past, that that's come on the radio saying that we've had Russian planes in our airspace, and people don't like that. You know, if you're not invited, don't come in. See, I mean, if they asked to come in, we're kind of kind that way. I come in, come on in to Scotland, no bother, pal. Bring your jet. Bring your jet. Bring your jet. But, you don't just sneak in. That's rude. That's frowned upon. So I'm hoping to hear more about it. I'm hoping to hear more. A wee bit excited. I was excited. I was like, oh. At first I was a bit concerned because it sounded as if a plane was falling out the sky. It was that, it was like that. They've got it. See if you go to that link that I put on my Facebook, you see a video. Somebody actually caught the jets flying over. My dogs were going crazy. My wee pal that stays down there, she says her wee cat was freaking out. Some pensioners and stuff like that were really worried. Do you know what I mean? It was like, because that doesn't normally happen here. We don't usually get that. But I'd love to know all that. See, I'm a nosy person. I'd love to phone them up and go, what were you above my house for last night? I want to know. It's alright, I'll not tell MD. I'll not tell MD. I'll not go to the papers with this if you let me in on the scoop. Gold dust. Gold dust, their feelings will go away. I promise you, their feelings will go away. I mean, there's times that I miss my ex-husband and stuff like that also, but the feelings go away. Maybe Shona, maybe they're getting mad with it. Yes, Alethea. I hope I'm saying your name right. They were over Airtray, they were over Coatbridge, they were over East Kilbride, they were over Glasgow, they were over Cumbernauld, they were over Falkirk. All these places. So I looked. It sounds as if they were definitely chasing something. They were chasing something up there last night. 7 of them. 7, and it's in the Daily Record. Do you know what I mean? 7. Something went down. Something. I want to know what it. I wish they would just come out and say, "Hi, there's aliens." And do you know what else I'd like them to admit? The dark side of the moon. See if you don't know that story. That's one to look into. The dark side of the moon get mapped out with some of the first astronauts. I think it was Jim Lovell that was one of the first astronauts to actually go around the dark side of the moon. Apparently, allegedly, there is structures on the far side, the dark side of the moon, that look like pyramids. Right, we've got pyramids here on Earth. That's a bit suspicious, eh? So they'd mapped out the whole of the dark side of the moon with these structures and stuff like that. And then somebody went to have a look at it and they've wiped it off all the maps. Conspiracy theories, eh? Conspiracy theories. See, when Neil Armstrong landed on the moon, one small step for man and all that, while he was on the moon, his comms went dead to the public, right? But Johnson Space Centre could still contact him, stuff like that, but he cut off the comms to like us, the media, the normal people, and he said down. Now I think Buzz Aldrin's even spoke about this. He said they're here and they're watching us from the next crater, right? Look, I'm believing Buzz. I'm believing Buzz. That's what I'm believing. So, you know, I wish they would just tell us. I mean, we can take it. Some people will go crazy, right enough. But I think the majority of us know that we're not alone. We're not alone in this huge big universe. We're not alone. Definitely not. They've been watching us for some time. See if they wanted to do anything bad. I think they'd have done it by now. Do you know what I mean? Because they've been observing us for quite a while. For art, they're here all the time. This is what I'm saying. It's become a normal thing to look up and go, there's a UFO. It's getting the norm. It was only like a month ago I was showing you. In fact, I'd done a live stream about it. There was people taking snapshots over Glasgow, over the city centre, of these UFOs all over the place. All over the place. And it's got it in the newspaper, UFOs spotted, and everybody's like, nah, that's another UFO story. You know, so it's becoming the normal, it's becoming the like, aye, they're here, and they're watching us, so. See, Sky, the thing is, see, when you're thinking about an ex and stuff, you're always thinking about the nice things and stuff, all the lovely things that you've done, but you're not thinking about all the terrible times. You're not thinking about the terrible times, so keep that in mind. Keep in mind the bad stuff, and say to yourself, I deserve better than that. I deserve better. You're worth more than that. For art, I think that's what they're doing. Do you know something? For art's got it hit the nail on the head. So you did for art there. I think they're watching because not only are we destroying our own planet, we could be destroying part of the universe. We're carrying on with the nuclear weapons and all the way we're treating this beautiful earthers that we should be looking after. This is our home. We should be looking after it. We only get one earth. And I think they're doing that. It's like, was it Stephen Hawkins that said the aliens look at us as if the kids have found the matches. And I thought that's a perfect way to describe it. The kids have found the matches because we're obviously not as intelligent as them, right? And we're doing all this terrible stuff and killing each other and things like that. murdering each other, terrible things that's happening on Earth. Come on now, get. See, when I'm Queen of the World, that'll stop. I'll be a planet of love. I'll be the blue planet of love. We'll need to rename Earth. That's what we'll need to do. And the aliens will be going, here, do you want to go to the blue planet this weekend? What is a planet of love into? Aye, let's go. And they'll all be coming here just for some lovings and flavourings. Yes, see, I worry about my grandson's future and things like that. I worry about, and there's so much hate. And do you know what it's usually with religion? It's usually with religion and stuff like that. The hate comes with people believing other religions and stuff like that. Let people believe what they want to believe. I don't get it. I don't get how if you don't believe what I believe, then you're a bad person. I don't understand that. That baffles me that you're not allowed to do what you want to do. See, that's the kind of mentality. We need to learn to just love thy neighbour and let them get on. But if they want to do so, like football, for instance, right? And we know the team I like, and we know the other team. But listen, see if you want to support that other team, then that's up to you. Good on you. I'm not going to. That's it. I'm not going to not want to be your friend because you support a different football team or you're a different religion. That just like, see doctors. See if you go into hospital, right? You broke your leg. Say, oh, you need a doctor to come and fix you. Do you say to the doctor before he fixes your leg, can I ask you what football team you support or what religion you are before you touch my leg? No, you don't. You just let the man get on with it or the woman get on with it. Just fix my leg. You're one human helping another human. How can people not think what the way I think? Because I'm a lover, I've told you, sis. I'll be even more so tomorrow because tomorrow's flavouring day. I'm going to get up to all sorts, and I think my boy's going to his father's as well, so I'll have an empty. That's always very dangerous. That's a dangerous time for me when I've got an empty in the house. Ooh. Yes, see, my son's vegan, and I just don't think I could do the vegan thing. But he's great. He's fantastic. See the tasty meals that he makes and stuff like that. Sometimes I'm like, God, that smells like bacon. He's got his vegan bacon. It smells exactly like normal bacon. I might have watched it go this. I like to watch all that kind of stuff. Yeah, for our see, this is it. People that end up fighting each other with religion. Listen, if you want to believe in a certain God, believe in a certain God. See, if you don't believe in God, then you don't believe in God. Just let people believe what they want to believe. It's a beautiful. Do you know the beautiful thing about humans is we're all different, right? I don't like see these what do you call them? Um, what was the name of that film? The one that all the women were the same. They were like something wives, Stepford Wives or something, right? I don't like that. I wouldn't want everybody to be the same. I like people being different. I like variety of person. I wouldn't want to look like everybody else. I wouldn't want to um, everybody to think exactly how I feel. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if you don't like NASA and all that, then that's okay. You don't need to like NASA stuff like that. I like unique. I like people being people. I like old people's faces. See if you see a picture of an old person's face and they've got wrinkles and stuff. I find that fascinating because each one of the wrinkles tells a story, kind of thing. Do you know what? Like that. Vegan. See the football nonsense that we've got in Glasgow. People. I mean, usually it should be just a bit of banter, but some people take it too far. Do you know what I mean? Some people take it too far. But as I say, when you go into hospital, you don't say to the doctor, "Going to let me know what team you support before you treat me." You don't do that. It's silly, is what it is. It's silly. I'll show you the colour. I'm doing my nails. Vegan dolls, I don't know. My twin would be better than me. I'd be the rubbish twin. Yeah, I'm the same. I like everyone, but if you're an a-hole, then it doesn't matter what race, colour, religion you are. You're an a-hole. You know, I don't discriminate in MD's appearance, disability, religion, colour, anything like that. But see, if you get an a-hole, they're just an a-hole. It doesn't matter what they are. I'm the same. And it's the same with love as well. Like me, I fall in love with people for their soul, basically, who they are, what they like to do, their interests, all that kind of stuff before their physical, or like male or female, before any of that. It clicks with me like someone that's a nice person. Do you know what I couldn't go? Do you know what I really couldn't go? And listen, see, you have got your own minds, but see, like the Kardashians and things like that. I just couldn't with that. Although they're beautiful, don't get me wrong, they're absolutely stunning to look at. But I think that would be the most boring conversations on earth. Do you know what I mean? I like to have a good conversation with people about things. And see if the conversation was all about Louis Vuitton bags and Chanel purses and stuff like that. I would get bored with that. I like to talk about the universe and things and aliens and stuff like that and what's happening with the world. Topics. I like to discuss lots of different topics. But I don't maybe they are fascinating. Do you know who I would really, really love to sit down with? See Bob that had not Officer Bob. The Bob and Doug that had went up in the very first Dragon space rocket. Well, Bob's wife is also an astronaut that has also been up in the space station. I would love to sit and have a dinner with the two of them. See, sitting and having a dinner with the two of them, that would be interesting as anything. I would love that. A lot of people would go, that's boring as hell. Not for me, it's not. Gold dust, exactly. I see beauty in all different kinds of faces and stuff like that. I see beauty in a lot of people, but I can't be doing with that. Everybody looking the same all the No, listen. See if you want plastic surgery and makes you feel better and stuff like that, then that's good. But what I'm saying is, people that always want to look like Pamela Anderson, for instance, right? No, I prefer to look like me. I prefer to look like me. This is the way God made me. God made me different. I'm a different kettle of fish. But listen, that's what I like. I like people that are like unique. I like the uniqueness. I don't like the carbon copies. It's like that film Stepford Wives, and they all go. This couple go to this town, and all the wives are like robots, and they're all the same. They're all just doing their shopping and doing stuff. No, I like a bit of conversation and stuff. I like to talk about things. I think you know that now. I like to talk about stuff. What's happening in the world, for instance. What's happening with the parties in 10 Downing Street. I like to talk about stuff like that. I'm not just... although I do like my makeup, don't get me wrong. I love sitting talking about makeup as well. But that's not all of me. Gold Dust, Goffer, are you a twin? Is that what that was? Oh, your husband is a twin. Cool. But I used to stay a couple of doors away from my wee friends. Excuse me, my wee friends growing up, they were twins, and all the adults couldn't tell the difference. But I could tell. I don't know how, but I could tell the difference with which one was which. But there was one twin that was a really, really nice twin, and there was one twin that was a nasty twin. So, and their birthday was on New Year's Day. So it was, so when they were all having their garden parties. They would be saying happy birthday to them. That was hilarious when I grew up. I don't know what they thought. Let's all have a garden party. It was a piss up in the back garden. Come on. We're having a garden party tonight, everyone. Yes. Yes, bring your own bottle, Boris. Bring your own bottle. Boris. One up to the bungalow, Boris. We're all in the back garden. You're used to that, aren't you? I've no swing as yet, but when the grandson's a bit bigger, there'll probably be a swing that we could all sit on and push. If I had a clone of myself, God knows what we would be doing. We'd be up to no good. That's what we'd be doing, up to no good. We'd be patrolling the bars of Glasgow or something like that, looking for the next victim to lure up into the bungalow. Come on. I'm not weird or anything like that, but come up to the bungalows Saturday night. Saturday night, the best night. That's amazing. The twins. Imagine if Amanda had twins. That would be a wee twist, wouldn't it? Oh, there's another baby hiding behind that baby, Amanda. There you go, twins. I'd enjoy that. Don't tell Amanda, but that'd be cool. Wee twinnies. You could dress them the same. But see, when the girls were wee, I used to dress them the same anyway. They used to have matching dresses and stuff like that on. There's 2 years between Sophie and Amanda. Oh God, I remember. See, the first time we went to America, Amanda, I can visualise her now. Her and Sophie. Sophie always had like the Cinderella dress we got her with the shoes and the wand and the hat and all that, right, for Disney. She had that, but Amanda had the Belle for Beauty and the Beast, the gold one. And I always remember she couldn't stop running. Everywhere she went, this girl ran, and she would be falling and scraping her knee, and we'd to say to her, hold your knees, don't let yourself run. And they'd be clipping about with these princess shoes on. Oh. And then Peter, when he went to Disney, he dressed up as Peter Pan. He had all the Peter Pan gear. It was like so cute, like my Peter Pan. Ah, Shona, listen, this is it. See, you've whatever like disability or whatever medical condition you've got, and I try and talk about mine's. Like sometimes I've got to sit in a wheelchair and all the rest of it, right? And sometimes you can feel bad, but see now I've kind of got to the stage I'm like, see if people are going to look or judge me on that, then that's them that's the badging. That's them that's got the problem, not me. That's them that's got the problem. So, you know, don't feel bad about things, medical things that you've had to have done. You're beautiful no matter what you've got. You're beautiful. See, one of my good friends has got a colostomy bag, and it doesn't stop her from doing stuff. In fact, see up the swimming, there's a man that goes up regular, and he's got one, and nobody even bothers their ass. You know what I mean? It's just a way to live. See if people are going to be rude, then that's them. That's God's watching. Listen, I could never be rude to someone that's. And even that day that the nurse was talking over the top of me, how is she? I'm sitting there down here, you know what I mean? I'm in a wheelchair and that, but I can still talk to you. She was like talking over me. That made me feel about that size. I was in getting chemotherapy as well. That was just rude. I feel like doing that with our uniform. Hello. Can't talk to me, you know. I mean, I know my legs aren't good. I've still got a mouth. I can still talk. Yeah, see, people used to even say about Sophie and Amanda are the twins. I'm like, no, there's 2 years in between them. But oh, I always like to have them like matching. Sophie always kind of liked the darker colours, like the the royal blue and the Cinderella dress and all that. And Amanda always kind of liked the pink colours and things. Showing if that's what you do. Look, see my wheelchair. I don't know if I think I have showed you it before. My wheelchair has got stickers, ribbons, bells, all of that on it. Because see if people are going to stare at me, they're going to stare at the beautifulness that I've done with the wheelchair. The wheelchair's beautiful. You know what I mean? It's lovely. I've got stickers and everything on it. If you want to look at my wheelchair, look at it. But some people are just rude. Some people, this is a fact of life, that some people are just very, very rude. And I don't know how they can feel happy about themselves if they're saying bad things about people. You know what I mean? I don't know how they can go, do you know that was great, that I really made that person feel bad, so I feel great now. I don't know how they can do that. So I'm glad I don't know how they can do it, because I wouldn't be able to sleep. I would see if I said something bad to someone that was like in a wheelchair or something, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I'd be disgusted with myself, quite frankly. But I've been through a lot in my life. I've been through a lot of stuff, like in and out of hospitals, and I've seen, there was this girl and it was in with me when I was getting my spine seen, and she had scoliosis also, but she had scoliosis in two places in her spine. She had it up the top and she had it down the bottom. Down the bottom's where I've got mine. So her spine actually was in an S like that. Her spine was in an S like this. And she was kind of hunched over. Oh my God. So she got the metal rod put up the back. She got the metal rod put up the back. But you know, I've seen some poor shames for people. But you know, the last thing they want is you to go up. It's a poor shame for you. It's a poor shame. So you don't. You just talk to them like a normal. Like, how you doing and that? What'd you have for your breakfast this morning, eh? Ah, cornflakes. I had toast. Just talk to them normal. You just talk to people normal. I don't know how people find it difficult, but there you are. Some people do. Yes, you do gold dust and Sky as well. I mean, the two. I mean, they're absolute. Have you seen them? They're stunning. I've got the best looking subscribers. Pity I've let the team down, but yous are all beautiful. You know what I mean. But no, listen. Don't be settling for second best. Do what Madonna says. Don't go for second best, baby. Put your love to the test. You know you got to make him express how it feels. Right? Don't go for second best. Go for the best. Go for someone that's going to treat you beautifully. That's what you do. Don't go for someone that's going to treat you rubbish. Saying that, see if Jason was going to treat me rubbish, I'd let him. But that's alright, Jason. Jason, just come in. You can treat me rubbish if you want. That's alright. You know what I'd be doing? Look, I would. I've got exceptions. Like Jason, I would say, you can treat me rubbish if you want, Jason, but just come up to the bungalow, eh, for a wee an hour, 2 hours. Give me 2 hours with you. That's 2 hours with Jason. That's me. That'd be me. I could die then. I'd be like, I've fulfilled everything in my life now. Now I can just pass away in peace. Jason done me in. I think it could as well. I think it could. You've actually done me in, Jason. Now you've done me in. That's it. See, the night the cardboard cutouts coming into bed with me, that's it. It's put me in the mood. It's still going strong, the cardboard cutout. It's still going strong. I'll need to take him out, and see when it's nice weather, I'll need to take him out and he can sit out there, out the front while I'm in my rocking chair. Right, we're going to do that. I'll still need to take him a wee drive. We'll do that as well. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go, because I need to go and get the doctor. I need to go and talk to a midwife now, so I need to get my, I'll need to get my, what do you mean 3 weeks? I'll need to get that on. No, I think 3 weeks is too much. No, my daughter can't go, I'll need to get all that going on. So listen, guys, I love yous all. Please don't ever think that yous aren't wonderful. And please, see if somebody's looking down that you are talking about, your point, or look at, you know, That's them. That's nothing to do with you. You're still perfect and beautiful and lovely. It's them that's got a nasty problem. It's them that's got a black soul. So just remember that. Just remember that. Yous are beautiful. They're the baddies. Listen, stand behind me. I'll get them for you. Stand behind me. So I'll be back tomorrow, prettier than I am today. I might be peach tomorrow. Might be peach. But I'll be on tomorrow, flavouring day, and we'll have a good time tomorrow. And I love you all so much. So have a great Friday. Bye, everyone.